Stop there!
Sorry, but we really gotta...
If you don't have a travel permit, this is as far as you'll get. Those are the rules.
As expected. Traveler, you gotta think of something. How do we get out of Rito? Are you saying we should go and meet with the Kanjo Commissioner? Guess it can't hurt to try. Even if Paimon has a few choice words to say about his subordinates. Who knows? Maybe he's our biggest fan.
What's the hurry?
Let the show begin.
Halt! This is the Kanjo Commissioner's office. No
We're here to see, the Kanjo Commissioner?
The Kanjo Commissioner seldom entertains Outlanders. Leave now or we'll be forced to...
Ah, wait.
Oh, Commissioner!
These two are honored guests from... Come on.
My sin...
I am Hiragi Shinsuke.
Nice to meet you, sir. So, the reason we wanted to come and see you...
All right, all in good time. To travel...
So what you're saying is we...
Absolutely. How...
Exactly!
And...
Whoa! Something wrong?
No. Rito is greatly honored. One other thing I heard...
Oh, sure! No problem!
Excellent. You must know that...
Yep, we've...
Yes, bring me 3...
Did Paimon hear...
Then how...
That sounds...
700...
Hey!
Terribly sorry. We're just a little short on people lately.
What sort of an explanation is that? Traveler, what are we going to do? Should we really help this guy?
That's the spirit.
You're seriously considering taking this job? The terms are ridiculous!
Halt, you two!
Huh?
Miss Hiragi has a...
A letter? Quick! Let Paimon see! So this means she wants you to see... But you didn't seem surprised at all by this. Huh?
You finally arrived. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Hiragi Chisato. This is technically the second time we have met. It's a pleasure to see you again.
Wow. She's the daughter of the Hiragi clan, all right.
No.
Is it Paimon, or does something seem a bit off here?
The reason why I wanted to secretly meet you here is, well, I feared that I might never have another opportunity to discuss this with you.
Discuss what?
Ahem. I should like to ask for your help with delivering a letter.
Like fun?
No, I was hoping that you could deliver a letter. My father has always forbidden me from There is... Of course, in doing so, to be perfectly honest...
Yeah,
I secretly... They seem to be discussing how to keep... We don't have much... Very well. I'll...
Narukami Island is up ahead. You cannot pass without a permit.
Hold on, please. These goods are being sent to Watatsumi Island?
My lady, this is an
Is there something wrong, Lady Hiragi?
No, as you were.
My lady, you aren't...
Please, do...
Yes, of course, my lady.
Now, do you really
boy.
Yeah.
Shinojo!
Well,
Yes, but that's not the problem here.
Well then, if we're through here, I suggest we set off at once.
Yes, my lady.
Narukami Island is up ahead. You cannot pass without a permit.
my lady, please stay back. We'll handle it.
Not as well as we'll handle
Another
it.
test subject.
Dodge this! Ah!
I got careless.
Freeze!
Time for retribution! Direct assault! See no more!
Push your luck.
Monster sighted! Prepare to counterattack! Protect Lady Hiraki at all costs!
We'll take care of this. Stay with Chisato.
What it is?
Fry!
Dodge this!
Watch out! More monsters inbound! Lady Hiraki, stay close. Black blade!
There's more! This isn't over! Cheap tricks!
To the very...
Don't get frostbite.
Good dog.
Cool it.
The hunter becomes the hunted.
We can take refuge in the village up ahead. How are you faring, my lady?
I'm perfectly all right. You may stop here. The road to Nar... In my letter, I've requested Kamaji to grant you a special travel permit from the Tenryou Commission. Consider it a token of my appreciation.
My lady.
So that's...
No, Lady Hiragi would never...
I'm not afraid to say that he's the one I love.
The one you love?
Shinojo.
What? No,
You two needn't worry.
Yes, of course.
But what will...
Don't fret. My father...
Huh.
I wish you a safe...
Bye, Chisato!
Come now. Quit your staring and let's get moving. We've got goods to shift.
We're finally on our own way again. I suppose it's time we find Toma. Now, where did he say he would meet us again? Oh, right! Komori Tea House!
It's my lucky day. Your verdict is... Here's more! You might...
Dodge this!
How's this? To the very...
Cool it! This moment will be frozen in time.
Finally, No. To the very...
Quite the find. I didn't know you were such a slacker. What's the hurry?
Let's dance.
Listen, as long as you stick to your own path, it doesn't matter what Mother Nature throws at you.
It's my lucky day. My blade! Time for retribution!
Freeze!
Finally, to the very...
How fortunate. right. Cool it. Fascinating. Freeze!
Another test object. I got carried.
Burning kiss?
Got carried. Picked the wrong test subject.
We'll need more where that came from.
Ready, steady, go!
should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time.
You can find everything. Ad Astra.
Okay. The essence of the Ame no Mono.
Let the show begin.
Is there anything in the world that satisfies?
According to the letter, this should be the place.
Sorry, we don't serve. I'm afraid you'll have to leave.
Wait! We're not the general public.
Well then, you must be a couple of wandering outlanders that snuck into the nation, judging by your attire.
Are our clothes really so... what Paimon means to say is...
The Yashiro Commission's seal. This must be from Mr. Toma. It seems there's more to you than meets the eye. In which case, welcome to the Komore Tea House, a safe haven for the Yashiro.
Well, that sounds more like it. Well,
Who forgot their...
what?
Relax. Huh.
Now that you mention it, this stuff...
All right. I've had my fun.
Hey! You're this close to getting an ugly nickname, mister!
Well, I've had some time to kill, given that I've been waiting here for you for so long, as was the case in Rito. So I came up with this little fun greeting for when you arrived. But in all seriousness, I would like to apologize about that little test you went through earlier, though it was quite necessary. It helped us determine whether or not to bring you before Miss Kamisato, and whether you had the courage to face the lightning alongside us.
Don't think that Paimon's gonna forgive you just because you're getting all serious now.
Sorry, did I overdo it? My apologies. Let me just say this. Naturally, this is a long time ago. We had a friend who was much the same. So you've heard of his story. His light still burns all the more brightly. Yes, of course. But before that,
Oh?
I would like you to come...
The books were more interesting in the past.
visions.
Visions? You mean all the visions that are collected from the Vision Hunt decree are put into the statue?
So you've already heard of the Vision Hunt decree. Before I try to explain, I should perhaps remind you first that Mondstadt is the city of freedom, and Liyue is the city of contracts. As for Inazuma, it's known as the Nation of Eternity. The Raiden Shogun is both the nation's most powerful ruler and its deity. The Eternity in question is her endless and unchanging will to rule over Inazuma. As such, she relies on the Tri-Commission to regulate the nation's affairs and the Sakoku Decree to limit the people's movement. The Shogun wishes to keep Inazuma in stasis, allowing the stream of time to flow from one end to the other without disturbing it for all time.
Seems like every god has their own will.
Of course, this is my own limited understanding. As for the reason behind the recent Vision Hunt decree, perhaps the Shogun believes that visions grant people the power to change, and that her eternity doesn't allow for such instability to exist. Whatever the case, the fact is that the Raiden Shogun has dispatched the Tenryou Commission to scour the nation for visions, embedding each one in this statue. And this statue of the omnipresent god can be seen as Inazuma's symbol of eternity.
But if that's the case, wouldn't you say that the Raiden Shogun is being, I don't know, selfish?
Only outlanders such as yourselves would ever dare speak out so directly against the Raiden Shogun. And yet, I agree. The Vision Hunt decree is something that simply should not exist. And Miss Kamisato has been committed to fighting it since the day it was announced.
Huh? Hey, are you okay?
Sound? What sound?
Yeah, you touched the statue, and then what?
Aspirations? That would seem to have you heard it before? That is where visions come from. So if what you... then the ambitions of these people are... Alright, time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island, the Kamisato residence.
I suppose this will do.
I'm sure the Kamisato clan will be fine.
So, this is the kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh? Paimon kinda expected it to be snazzier.
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence.
Is this the Shira... Oh,
Yes. As the daughter, consider it a time-honored...
Please forgive my lack of... I have awaited you at present in... Though the Yashiro, a commission's power traveler, lend us your... Oh.
See, milady, it's just...
No, please! Wait! I will introduce you.
what are your wishes?
They pertain to...
A warrior who guards...
Correct. Please.
I'm...
Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all. I didn't know you were such a slacker.
Let's see. What else do I have left to do today?
Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all.
Let's see. What else do I have left to do today? see.
Freeze! Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
I wish it could be like this all the time.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji. One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji. One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
I wish it could be like this all the time.
I didn't know you were such a slacker.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji. One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji. One day, I'll as great as Ryuji. One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji. One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji. One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
I didn't know you were such a slacker.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
I wish it could be like this all the time.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
I wish it could be like this all the time.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.
I wish it could be like this.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all.
I'll be as great as Ryuji.
I wish it could be like this all the time.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
I didn't know you were such a slacker.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
I wish it could be like this all the time.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji. One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
I wish it could be like this all the time.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
Come on, let's get moving.
I'll be as great
We're not
as
frozen in
Ryuji.
place after all.
I wish it could be like this all the time.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji. One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
Come on, let's get moving.
I'll be as great
We're not
as
frozen in
Ryuji.
place after all.
One
I didn't know you were such a slacker. Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji. One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
I wish it could be like this all the time.
One day, I'll be as
I didn't know
great
you
as
were such a
Ryuji.
slacker.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji. One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji. One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
I didn't know you were such a slacker.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji. One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji. One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
I didn't know you were such a slacker.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
Yuki!
Why are you doing this?
Precisely. The children are desperate for you to take them.
That must be the guy Ayaka told us about.
One day, I'll be as great as Ryuji.
Ah, you must also... Teijima has protected this, keeping out the but now, we will
If you want, it's clear. I can't claim. Truth be told.
Seems like he... You must be Teijima.
Me? True. I don't have answers to in the past.
Okay. Well, in that... Oh! Maybe if you just...
Oh, that...
I keep a diary? If you say so.
Oh, yes, you do. And what's more, I remember you saying at the time that you wanted to make a note of a...
Perfect! So if we want to keep Teijima from leaving, we just need to find his diary.
If you don't mind, we will leave you to find the diary. We should head back to the village to inform...
This looks like Teijima. Let's see what... Today, the villagers and I got together to cook dried... Today, I went kite... Huh? I went to pray at the... Now that's the... So this... But anyway, if he had... Here we are! The soil looks like it's been disturbed. Maybe Teijima buried something precious here. Something that kept him in the village all these years? Must be something pretty amazing if it made him stick around for 30 years. Let's dig it up and take a look. It looks like a letter. The paper's gone yellow. Must have been written a really long time ago. Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Where is that place again? So the reason Teijima came here was to wait for someone. But he's been here for 30 years! Oh, guess they didn't show up in the end, huh? Well, let's go give Teijima his stuff.
Well, I'll be... Still, over the years... And just look at all the things that did happen over the years. The time has flown by so quickly. 30 years feels like the blink of an eye. How could I have forgotten something so important to me? Love? Regrets? No. After all, it's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. As if all these years have been nothing but a hazy dream. I think... maybe not. If this is something I waited most of my life for, I suppose I should carry on waiting. Although, what if she were to turn up eventually? When I think about it, how curious. Why am I thinking like this when I don't even remember who she is? It's just like that feeling of emptiness. The feeling that something is... Thank you both for helping me reconnect with my reason for staying here. I shall remain.
Tejima seems to be dealing okay, but still, it makes Paimon really sad. Seems it's just like Ayaka and Toma were saying. If you lose your vision, you lose all your hopes and dreams too. That certainly explains the state Tejima was in earlier. At least we were able to help him. According to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai from the Tenryou Commission. They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law and order in Inazuma, the ones actually enforcing the Vision Hunt decree. But why would they take action against one of their own? Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what's happening.
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency provisions?
The entire clan is counting on that food. We demand an explanation.
How many times do I have to say it? I don't know anything about emergency provisions.
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential. Do you understand? Not some goods to be pocketed by greedy samurai.
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this!
Oh, huh?
What? We just happened to be passing. We heard the commotion and came to see what...
I see. This is Kurosawa. In the past, he's keeping the...
No one seems to... It's no wonder...
This must be one... Maybe we should talk to...
I've never even... I don't know whether his own family can barely get by as... That's the first bit of...
Well, that's strange. You were...
To be perfectly honest, all I know is that I will perform and...
Does it have to do with...
I didn't take any. To top it all off, if you don't believe...
Huh. But we better we should be able...
I wonder what's on the other side of the ocean.
We really outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods, we really hit the jackpot. I mean, besides that one house.
You haven't seen anything yet. There'll be a lot more where this came from. Today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you all on an epic journey of pillage and plunder that will go down in Hoarder history.
You demand, boss!
These seem like the treasure hoarders we're after. Let's teach them a lesson!
Oh, there goes all the Mora. We worked hard to steal that, you know? Come on, boss. Think of something.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? We could use someone like you. Kurosawa. Oh, I remember. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh? I knew he shouldn't have hit that place.
So what did you see inside? Was it stuffed with food supplies?
Food supplies? You kidding? That place was a complete mess. All we found was a strange-looking box, hopefully with valuables inside. I didn't want anyone else to see it, so I was planning on opening it myself once we got back. But now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal? That little box for our freedom. What do you say?
You've got a deal. Now show us what's in the box.
Huh?
What the?
There's nothing in here but IOUs!
Yeah, a lot of them too. And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store, a Miss Aoi. We're talking tons of Mora here. We better talk to this Miss Aoi and get to the bottom of this. As for you guys, you're free to go. Just pray that our paths don't cross again.
Yes,
Of course.
So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs. Does that mean we broke even?
Shut it. Let's just get out of here.
Is it just me? There are more Outlanders now.
What a pleasant surprise. I wouldn't mind staying here for a while.
My apologies.
What kind of tea is this?
only accepts guests of sufficient status. Please don't enter without permission.
I suppose this will do.
What kind of tea is this?
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you need. Can I help you find something? Or perhaps there's something you want to inquire about? Ah, so you're friends of Kurosawa, I take it? Perhaps you're here to pay off his debts.
Whoa, whoa! Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're just... How did Kurosawa...
Let me... Kurosawa. However, the...
So that... But why did it...
Well, if you... Kurosawa thought, so he deemed it necessary.
Wow. Kurosawa was purchasing all the emergency provisions, and no one ever...
People's attitude... of course. As for... If you're still curious... I see. Most unfortunate.
Sword?
Oh, I've asked him in... Why don't you ask... Oh, but... Don't worry. I won't...
At least we now know. Let's go talk...
I presented them with a choice. It turned out, did you manage to track down the treasure?
That just about sums it up.
Strange. I don't really have any such recollection. Even after all you've told, why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? And why would I put... But I cannot deny that when I brandished this sword was once wielded. I remember once when I was young. I wanted to sneak out. What did he say? It would seem that I forgot. All I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore his life and said to me, with this sword, you should...
Hey! If you look carefully, there seems to be some words engraved on the hip. Can you recognize the words?
Virtue and justice? Somehow those two words taking on seeming... But what use are virtue and justice? I purchased the provisions for those in need. The Tenryou Commission seized my vision. And the very people I was so desperately trying to help refused to understand me. And the irony of I'm incapable of being...
Yet another troubled soul. When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's debt. The Yashiro Commission would surely help cover his expenses. In any case, we must never let him sell off that sword. Yeah. Seems like losing all ambition is a terrible experience. Fortunately for us, you don't have a vision. Let's go find the next poor soul.
Is it just me? Or are there more Outlanders now?
The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword master around these parts. Paimon heard that he's the present... This is his dojo.
Nanako, don't worry. Those thugs that challenged...
Maybe, but... Things have gotten dangerous.
It's just because he's been possessed.
Hey there! Did...
Who are you? I don't care whether you're Don't make me draw my blade.
No! You got it so wrong! We just came here to...
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master, but then we got here and...
Please, accept... You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Oh, Sensei's name is Domon. Though self-taught, he mastered the art. He once said that his... And so... But then...
Not long ago, Sensei had his He says the strangest things over and over. Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think that he's being possessed by an evil spirit. But if I'm honest, I still...
The Grand Narukami Shrine? What's that?
You haven't heard of it? It's not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, so don't worry, Nanako. The exorcism will take place this evening.
So, losing your vision can cause possession?
Shh. So you decided to come. It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. Just now, when she asked him who the people... It looked like he was in great distress. All the while he kept calling those names. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's. His senior, in fact. But Sensei defeated him in a duel many years ago. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. Thankfully, the Shrine Maidens managed to subdue him, so the exorcism can finally continue. The ritual has now begun. All we can do is patiently await the result. Here's hoping Sensei will be back to his normal self very soon. Please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water. If he wakes up, he is sure to be thirsty.
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? Uh-oh. Could they be here to mess up the exorcism? We won't let them get away. Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up. Aha! Suspicious...
Ow. Unless... I guess it's been a few years. Maybe his skills have improved again.
Excuse me? We're the ones asking the questions here. First, and what are you doing sneaking around?
Bad news? I don't care to talk about that.
His senior? Well,
Anzai? Yes, because I don't wish to... When we were young, we trained under the same sword master. I had begun training 5 years before. Practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve, but Domon was different. The first thing he did, Sensei scolded him, and I thought so too at the time. But Domon, only then did I... He was consumed.
sure sounds...
Because until he arrived, of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. I had trained the longest. Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, later, I heard that he sparred with Sen. After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, I decided... So you see... Okay, you've heard my story.
Seems like we got it. Still, Paimon's not sure we should...
You're saying he isn't possessed? Does that mean he's just lost his mind? But how is that possible? No, I refuse to believe it. Something's clearly wrong.
Nanako, please, try not to get agitated.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no sign of any malignant spirit having possessed Domon. But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of which I cannot claim to have witnessed myself. Thus, I dare not rule out possession, and all is certain.
Lady Yae?
The head shrine? Correct. I am unable to say for certain.
Excuse me.
That won't be necessary. I must leave now.
Who'd have thought Lady Yae herself?
Do you mean to say?
No, that's not what I meant. I just mean this. Anyway, given that you've traveled all this way just.
Sure! After all, who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find out a thing.
wish my sister could...
Do you think that's Lady Yai? Oh, no wonder Junya was so excited. She has a really striking presence. Also, is it just Paimon? Or did she look right at us just now? It was probably nothing. It's not like she's ever seen us before.
Keep away. Keep away from me. I gave up the art of the sword. Please, let me go, I beg you.
As you can see, Lady Yai, Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost to him in duels past, gathered all around him to persecute him.
Lady Yai, it must be a possession, right? This is nothing like him at all. In the past, no matter what came his way, he would always face it with a confident smile.
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not possessed by any evil spirit.
But... then does that mean he...
Yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, he finally descended into madness. As one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately against his predicament, it does nothing to prevent his descent into the depths. As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision. For to be stripped of one's vision is to be stripped of one's ambition.
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Yai, even without his ambition, why should he suffer such a dramatic change? How does that explain his descent into madness?
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in this world could ever hope to achieve it. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. And then there was an aged swordmaster who was aggrieved enough that he crossed blades with a disciple he himself had taught. Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow disciple, and defeated them both? Can one truly remain unagitated, of still mind in moments such as these?
Lady Yai, I'm not sure I understand.
The path of the Swordmaster is filled with twists and turns. It is no small undertaking to pursue the position of greatest Swordmaster in the world. It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hopes and dreams of others, even those of one's closest companions. Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain of these encounters, to focus on the way ahead. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. As he battled his growing anxiety, he slowly descended into the state you see him in now. Much like a certain fatally flawed friend of mine.
Poor Sensei. To think he's been suffering so greatly.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. Father, Sensei, Ansai.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that Ansai? Where did he come from? Did he follow us the whole way here?
Ansai, why are there two of you? Is that you or a ghost? You're here for revenge, aren't you? I knew it would come. I never should have.
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kindly. But I didn't come here to settle a score. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You did nothing wrong that day. I just faced the humiliation. That's why I ran. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them to you, in the hopes that they might carry you further. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, since you've been stripped of your ambitions too. But that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of the sword all the way to the highest peak. You taught them that, didn't you?
But what if one day, the same thing happens to them? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But what if it was all a huge mistake right from the start? If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay where they are now than go any further down this path.
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me, I can't know whether I will suffer in my future as you do now. I want to keep going and...
Nanako's far from the only one.
Goodness.
You see, being stripped of your ambition is something... So, you are not in the same...
I'm sorry to... I no longer have... But as yours, this is my promise.
You can count on that. But well...
So even though his ambition was taken up...
Traveler?
So, the wind that for us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes.
Ooh, Lady Eyes! She seems super...
Protection of the electric may have lost.
Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
Huh? Huh?
Traveler, Paimon, it is a pleasure to finally meet you both face to face. I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah, short of getting them their visions back, it seems like there's no way to really help them. Ayaka, how come this time you get to come out and meet us in person?
Because now that you have done the 3 things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends. As you will observe, I dispense with the screen for Toma also.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant? Paimon's happy to help and all, but Paimon sure as heck did not sign up to be a servant.
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost my friend, and was so before he ever became my attendant.
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to how you are behind the screen. Alright, we can be friends.
Thank you both kindly. Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your feelings on what you have seen? Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the almighty Shogun, the lives of those who inhabit the world are inconsequential. Thunders roar, lightnings flash, the winds assault, and the rains descent. All these things take place with no regard for the feelings of the common people. But I believe that surely you understand what they must endure. It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. In which case, perhaps you would be willing to reconsider your stance? You will? Really? Naturally.
All right, bravo, my lady. You were right all along.
See? I told you he wouldn't reject them. I'd placed my trust in the right person after all. Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a more confidential nature, perhaps we could move to the Komori tea house? We ought not to involve other members of the Yashiro Commission.
Well, here we are again.
Please continue without me. I'll keep watch.
So, what's the deal with this place anyway? What makes it your favorite meeting spot?
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The Kamisato clan has the exclusive right to plan, build, and repair any property on this land, and even to allow or deny access. Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremonial affairs. Oftentimes, it is not appropriate to discuss details in front of bystanders.
Oh, Paimon gets it! Gotta keep a bit of mystery, right?
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline, our forebears built a tea house here. Only members of the Yashiro Commission are permitted to come and go as they please.
Makes sense. Perfect place for a secret base.
In any case, we can talk freely here. I presume you have a few questions that you wish to ask me? The almighty Shogun. I've seen her on but only a few occasions, most of them formal ceremonies. She inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of absolute authority. But as I recall, there was something else about her that struck me even more deeply. It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, she appeared to me to be less of a ruler and more of, well, an executive official, I suppose. Focused exclusively on her single goal of implementing eternity, acting accordingly without feeling. The issue is this. For the vast majority of people, the Vision Hunt Decree is something that has no implications whatsoever. After all, it is but a tiny minority of people who receive visions. Moreover, it is not unknown for visions to spark jealousy in others. Because of this, most people towards the Vision Hunt Decree is one of indifference.
How can they be like that? Paimon's getting mad.
Nevertheless, in addition to us, there is also the resistance on Watatsumi Island.
Resistance? You mean like an army fighting against the decree?
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together under Sango no Miya on Watatsumi Island to form a resistance group. To say a little more about Sango no Miya, historically, there has always been some conflict between them and the shogunate of Narukami Island due to their different belief systems. But I do wonder whether there may be some other agenda behind their resistance movement, beyond merely fighting the Vision Hunt Decree. course. We have tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, each time a proposal to repeal the decree arrives at Tenshukaku, it is promptly vetoed by both the Tenryou Commission and the Kanjo Commission, and subsequently scrapped. They invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support for the Shogun's decisions. They have no interest in discussing anything. It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the Shogun's sudden decision to issue the Vision Hunt Decree.
Ooh, Paimon has a question, though.
Oh? What would you like to know, Paimon?
Have you got a plan yet to fight the Vision Hunt Decree?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt Decree is tantamount to challenging a deity. Coming to terms with that is already a difficult step to take.
So what are we gonna do?
Well, for the moment, all we can do is try and reduce the harm that is being caused by this decree. For example, by providing...
You're telling Paimon that there are people...
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, their counterfeits are indistinguishable from the genuine article. The problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who was providing us with counterfeit visions, has recently been arrested by the Tenryou Commission.
Darn! So they found out about it? Ugh.
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term solution, and that it was only a matter of time before it would be exposed. But we cannot simply abandon Master Matsukatsu. Exactly. I feel the same way. But given mine and Toma's identities as part of the Yashiro Commission, breaking him out of prison would risk dragging down the reputation of the entire Kamisato clan should we be caught. That would only serve to cast suspicion on any future activity we might seek to attempt. By no means do we intend to place the burden of such a task on your shoulders alone. When you are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look for a fireworks shop run by the Naganohara family. There, you will find someone who can help you.
I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back?
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with me. If you think your elemental powers are enough to resist the Vision Hunt decree, then you'd better think again. Believe me, you're not the first.
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch things unfold, can we? Psst. Huh? Come
Wise choice. All right, let's go.
What should we do now? He's already given up his vision. Doesn't he know what could happen to him after losing it? This is your fault. You're the one who stopped us from interfering.
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure I would have lost it.
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Oh, so that's what's going on here. And to think Paimon was about to unleash Paimonial wrath on Miss Yoimiya. Sorry about that.
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your reaction we were on the same side. You just didn't know it, you know? Oh, right.
Practically everyone on Hanami's
Whoa, that...
Stop it, Hanjiro. You'll embarrass me. As for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking Master Masakatsu. He's the one that gave me the fake visions in the first place. His handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision. Whew, I can't even imagine trying to run the business without it. Ugh.
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good man. It's too bad good people seldom get the recognition they deserve.
Master Masakatsu?
Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say! Then it sounds like the Shirasagi Himegimi has a plan. Awesome! I've been thinking about breaking him out too recently. But if I just marched straight in there by myself, I'd probably get Miss Kamisato in a whole heap of trouble. So, what about if I join you instead?
Sure, welcome to the team. Ayaka told us to go look for help at a fireworks shop. She must have meant you.
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. Besides hiding vision bearers in my shop, that is. So, Master Masakatsu is being held at the police station. I've already surveyed the area and found a way in.
Whoa, talk about a reliable source. Seems we've got the right person on our team.
Not bad, huh? Let's go as soon as everyone's ready. Don't worry, Master Masakatsu. We're on our way.
Time to break him out!
Naganohara's fireworks.
Now that we're in...
Come on, this way. I certainly wouldn't want to end up... We should yes,
Talk about a big door. It seems we need select something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
Show me what you've got! Verdict is...
I taste blood.
Cool it!
So soft.
Dodge this! Withdraw.
I'll protect us.
Battle formation!
This wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it. These guys seem a lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
Get them!
Brace yourselves.
Soldiers, quick!
Time for retribution! Watch your step!
Get them!
Don't get frostbite. Allow me to strike first. A word, I dare you. Your luck. Don't hold back. Watch your step. Cool it. Don't miss your luck. Tested. I need to train harder.
Doesn't that Magatama shape look pretty similar to the grooves on the door over there?
Teach me a lesson. Dodge this! I dare you! Show me what you've got! I must withdraw. Allow me to strike first!
Let's dance.
This moment will be frozen in time. I need to train harder. I've been rested. Freeze!
I must withdraw.
Shh! Quick! Hide! Look over there. That must be Master Masakatsu.
Did you really think that little trick of yours could fool us?
Locking you up was just the beginning.
No!
Oh no! Those Tenryo Commission brutes are torturing him!
If we don't come up with a way to break him out fast, then... Huh? Yoimiya, when did you get back here?
I can't bear to watch. If anything happens to Master Masakatsu, our whole plan will have been for nothing.
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Ma'am.
We were just teaching him a little lesson, that's all.
Huh? Who's that?
That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the Tenryo Commission. She's also a general in the Shogun's army. What's she doing here?
Make way, let me have a look at him. I'm sure you're well aware that if you are unashamed of such
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, this is our chance.
Yoimiya, are you sure now's the right time?
Who is that? Quick, go and investigate.
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Sorry. I didn't mean to. hurry! I've got us covered. Time for my little present.
Fireworks!
Huh? Was that an explosion?
It sounded like fireworks.
Quick, let's hurry!
The fireworks were enough to distract them. Maybe more than enough.
Fireworks aren't just for festivals, you know. I was particularly proud of this batch. I decided to.
Whoa! Whoa!
Yoimiya, this is turning into a bit of a fireworks display.
Well, fireworks are my craft after all. Every batch has to be spectacular.
Look, the coast is clear. Now's our chance.
Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.
Yoimiya, is that you?
Master Masakatsu! Sorry we took so long. Oh, those awful guards.
Come on! We've got no time to lose! They could be back any minute! Oh.
Yes, he's in Syria, but remember, once he's recovered...
Well... You can bet we'll do all we can to keep that from happening.
Leave this place.
Guess we can rest a bit.
Phew. We're finally out of that creepy
Yes. Finally, I've...
Master Masakatsu,
Don't worry.
thank you.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu. Good thing we were... Right, It seems as though How about we go...
I see. So Kujo-Sara stayed her hand. It would appear she still has some honor to her. I wonder if we should try establishing contact with...
Unlikely. Don't forget, Kujo-Sara, in her eyes, if our true motives were...
True. We are now... You're turning...
Indeed. But if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision, it is time we make...
There's no need to... Things seem to have... yes. And the number...
A ceremony, you say?
I don't know.
Being in a constant state of... Toma.
I'd say... funny...
A hot pocket?
Simply put, then we take it into... Anyone who guesses... Don't you think it sounds like...
You really do have our work cut out for us. Time to gather some ingredients. But... Let's see what we've got. Nice! Paimon never thought we'd be the only ones to actually put anything edible into the pot. Don't go wasting the rest now. This was possibly the...
you can say that again.
I'm afraid it's your own fault for adding all those strange ingredients, Toma. The soup flavor wasn't quite the same afterwards. Even with the Traveler's normal ingredients, I still couldn't guess any of them correctly.
But weren't you the one boiling cakes?
I must apologize.
Uh-oh.
You know, Tom...
Perhaps I think my luck is... So without further...
Oh, bro...
Yes. And with the extra time...
Let's all take some... Downtime is hard to come by. I'll tidy things up.
There's gonna be a sequel?
Sure, why not?
Bye, Toma. Seems... Where do we... What's the plan?
Traveler, Paimon, hold on.
Huh? Ayaka?
Something has come up, but you ought not be nervous.
Individual request.
Correct. This may seem a little sudden. A few days ago, she wrote about a...
Probably your mom's best buddy, right?
Never. An old... So... I am very... According to the note...
Paimon thinks it sounds like a girl's name.
That's what I thought, too.
So what do you want us? Do you need us to...
No. Please keep everything... The proper course of action would be to involve... Exactly.
You can count on us. We've done...
Wonderful. In fact...
Oh, we don't mind.
Thank you kindly.
All right, sounds great. It's a festival promotion. Hey, speaking of, we...
No! What made you think that? Each season brings its own... So... What? Oh, my...
Oh, so you weren't...
Welcome. I have all the latest styles. Please take a look. Oh! Greeting.
Oh!
Let me see. Oh, it's Miss Kamisato.
Please, if you...
I'm honored that based on the design, as you, well, in all honesty, but of course...
So you're saying...
If even Ogura... You could try the inch. The only thing is their price.
Huh. So even just... Wait! The International Trade...
Thank you ever so much. Oh, in the meantime, I have one other
Why is she being so secret?
Much obliged.
My pleasure, Miss. Honestly, I'm just as excited as...
Traveler Paimon, let's try our luck.
You should really bring the... Knights of Favonius with you next time.